Hello everyone, I am Squall. Welcome to Game 2 of the Clan War between DarkOnyx and Samurai Faith. Raider did, of course, take Game 1 against Potatolisk with a very nice, strong timing push. Potatolisk just wasn't quite able to hold up, so it looks like Samurai Faith's leader, Noisy Ninja, has chosen to step in. He does play random, he is Platinum, and so he randomed in his Terran, so hopefully his Terran versus Terran is pretty good, because Raider looked pretty dominant in that last game. He held off Potatolisk's attack quite well, and then just counterattacked and killed him. So, yeah. And in case you're just jumping into this one, Raider is a Gold Terran, and he is the leader of DarkOnyx. So, the clan war continues. Let's see what happens. Both players, of course, opening in a pretty typical fashion. Not too much to say about that. You know, supply depots going on. Raider, I wouldn't be surprised if he did a 1 max gasless expand again. It's what I see out of him a lot, and it's just a good, you know, what? I have no comments for this. Anyways, back to the game. But, yeah, Raider typically seems to like doing the 1 max gasless expand, just because it's pretty safe, and it just lets you get your economy going nice and quick. Already, though, we got some deviation. Noisy Ninja has taken his refinery. So, I'll have to see if he decides to go into something like Banshees. Or maybe he just wants to get his tech up just a little bit sooner. Raider has his refinery on the way, too, though. Oh, okay, interesting. So, no 1 max gasless FE. Could be that's not as common in Terran versus Terran, and I don't know. Raider is rallying the barracks out, though, so it looks like he wants to expand, like start getting Marines down there so he can remain safe and then expand behind it. So, see what happens. And, the orbital is morphing in. A tech lab going down on the barracks. Oh, Noisy Ninja. I think we might see some Reapers, because look at this run distance. That's... As far as Reapers are concerned, if they spawn here, this is their backyard. They step out the front, or they step out the back door, and they're in their backyard. It is basically instantaneous. But Raider, he's got the same idea, so there are going to be some Reaper wars. That should be pretty fun. I do have to give the edge to Noisy Ninja at the moment, though, because his orbital finished up a bit sooner than Raider's, so his economy will be further ahead. But this is going to come down a bit to micro, and I mean, how do you micro Banshee or Reapers against each other? I'm not sure. Anyways, Raider, though, looks like his is going to be move commanded over there, whereas Noisy Ninja's is not. So he might be able to get the first shot off if he starts moving out now. Raider is making a Marine after this, but Noisy Ninja is making another Reaper. And looks like he's just still continuing to poke around the base. And it just occurred to me, Noisy Ninja is an amusing name. A Reaper open from you, asking his opponent to voluntarily divulge scouting information. Looks like Noisy Ninja did lose his SCV building at Command Center, but oop, here comes Raider hopping in. But there's a Reaper there to greet him, but oh no, Noisy Ninja with the move command on that Reaper. So it does die, but this one will be able to arrive and clean it up. And wow, Reapers deal so much damage to each other. I mean, like, let's take a look at these numbers. They do 9 damage versus light, and they do 2 shots per attack. So they're doing 18 damage a shot to other Reapers, and things like Marines and SCVs. Man, Reapers are so good, man. But, so the Reaper's gonna get in, take out an SCV and a Marine, and then, oh, run, just barely getting away. And sadly, this is not yet Heart of the Swarm. They don't have that regenerate health ability. But soon enough. And it looks like Noisy Ninja is going to go in again, positioning the damaged Reaper to the back, so that way the healthy one takes, or not. Bit of a fail there, but it's okay. And Noisy Ninja continuing to cost Raider mining time. Raider struggling a little bit. His expansion is done, so is Noisy Ninja's, but both of them busy microing. They are not able to do too much. The Reaper does get picked off by an SCV. Sadly, though, the SCV is still a recruit. I feel like if an SCV gets a kill, it should instantly become, like, the next rank, which I think is Corporal. Because, I mean, come on, you're a worker unit. You use a fusion cutter. You have a little drill that you poke things with. If an SCV manages to kill something, guys, he's probably, like, completely bloodthirsty, and we should make him the commander of our military, because he will be ruthless. He will destroy everything. Oh, man. So things stabilizing a little bit after that Reaper harass. How many SCVs went down? Looks like both sides lost 2. As Noisy Ninja did lose the one that was here, and then the one that was inside Raider's base. And then Noisy Ninja did kill 2 here. Noisy Ninja probably dealt just a little bit more economic damage because he pulled several SCVs off mining several times. And yeah, that's reflected. The supply differential is now in Raider's favor. Before Noisy Ninja was ahead. Now he's ahead again. Yes, now I'm correct. And, oh, looks like we've got a Hellion and a tank. Siege mode is on the way. A reactor is going down on the barracks. So, Noisy Ninja looks like he wants to move into some sort of mech play here. Although he did get an engineering bay. That could be so that way he can, why would you get an engineering bay if you're going to mech play? A little bit odd, but could be he's worried about Banshees and wants the option of putting up missile turrets. And, oh, very nice. More Reapers getting into the back. And this one will just barely get away. How many did he get there? Looks like he got 4 more workers, so very nicely played by Noisy Ninja. Just kind of poking his opponent down. And that random experience is really showing. If you play as random on the ladder, I would argue that your overall skill with each race is probably just a little bit higher, and you probably have more overall knowledge of different matchups. Just because you've played as everything. Yeah, I think it's harder to get higher in the leagues playing as random. That makes sense to me. I feel like that's a true statement. So there you go. So let's see here. Raider does have a starport on the way. Noisy Ninja getting another factory. So yeah, Raider going into pretty typical bio play. Noisy Ninja going into mech play. I'm sure if I were co-casting with, say, Doa, he would be absolutely beside himself with joy right now, because if you didn't know, Doa really likes mech play. Not sure why this single tank is moving out. Okay, maybe he wants to put on the watchtower. Kind of an odd decision. He does know it's reasonably safe, though, as he has both those watchtowers. And could be he just wants to start establishing a forward position there. That said, though, that's probably not the best idea, because Raider's getting medevacs. And once he has those, he's going to be able to drop. And if all of his forces are out there, what's he going to do? He's going to lose everything. So, and oh wow, another factory going down. So yeah, Noisy Ninja is committing very, very heavily into this tech play. Oh, but he is making a nice little missile turret ring. So this will actually, at the very least, dampen any potential drop pressure. Depending on how well Raider might goes, he might be able to, say, sneak in. He could come in here. There's no turrets there. But, yeah, let's see what happens. Raider might just opt to not drop at all. But, oh, there we go. Yep, he's dropping. But, oh, the perfectly timed scan. And now Noisy Ninja knows exactly what's up. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure he saw those Marines going in there. Looks like Raider scanning in at the 3rd, so he knows that that's there now. Hi, how's it going? And Raider, he's going for it, but there are missile turrets waiting for him. Hopefully he reacts in time and pulls his medevacs back. If he doesn't, he could potentially lose a lot, but oh. Having the pre-sense that there are missile turrets there, he decides to turn around. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's worried that there's an attack coming, so. Noisy Ninja starting to get a lot of Hellions. Yep, he does have blue flame on them. Can you actually see the little blue? Oh, it's not showing in my graphic settings now. No. I changed all my settings recently. Oh well. I will live. This tank gonna do some damage before it gets picked off. And that's so many blue flame Hellions. Oh my goodness. There we go. Lots of Marines dying, but they pick off the tanks. But wow, blue flame Hellions are really good against Marines. I feel like Noisy Ninja could have stayed in that for a bit longer, but oh, he was trying to pull back to the other tank, and wow, Raider loses everything. And as we can see now, Noisy Ninja up nearly 30 supply over his opponent. Raider pulling back all of his medevacs. And I thought I heard medevacs. Oh, you know what? That was the bunkers getting filled up with stuff. Raider stims forward, trying to take out some Hellions, and then just reloads the bunkers. And Noisy Ninja is expanding behind this, so kills an army, knows his opponent can't really push out and do too much right now, and expands. But Raider is also expanding, taking a bit of a hidden expansion, hoping Yeah, if his opponent scans, he'll just scan here and go, oh, he's still on 2 base, but nope, Raider's actually on 3 bases. So yeah, but once Noisy Ninja has this up though, even if Raider gets this established, he'll still be up a base. So Noisy Ninja definitely with the edge right now, and yeah, but Raider macroing very nicely. Look at those super low numbers. And that's because he just has so many barracks. And he's throwing down, wow, an armory and 2 NG bays. So he definitely wants to get those upgrades going and not have to stop getting upgrades. Very nicely done. As you may or may not know, I am an enormous fan of upgrades. I feel like you should always get upgrades no matter what. Even if you're only getting 1 Mutalisk so you can scout with it, which I don't know if anyone's ever actually done that, you should get the Flyer Attack upgrade. Or the Carapace upgrade so your scout can live longer. Yes. Now, Noisy Ninja is starting to add on some Thors just to give his army more durability and starting to get the vehicle weapons and armor plating. So if he continues to get upgrades, he'll be ahead. And oh, high-sec auto tracking, interesting. I guess he just wants to burn off some money and wants those missile turrets to be able to snipe off stuff just a little bit sooner. +1 range auto turrets, missile turrets, planetary fortresses, and point defense drones. So, for example, if you're like my friend Confracto and you make 1 trillion Ravens and you only attack with Ravens, high-sec auto tracking is actually really good to get. Raider looks like he's scouting up here. Oh, because there are Hellions there. They did find the base, forced to lift up. But I don't know how well this is going to work out. And oh, Noisy Ninja scooting forward with the Hellions. I don't know if that was the best decision. A lot of those Marines were bottlenecked on the ramp, and so Raider is able to kill it. Noisy Ninja doesn't trade in the most efficient way possible. But he does know that base is there now, so he will have the option to go in on it later. And wow, 6 factories. This is meching so hard. This is like, I will never stop meching. Even when I've died and I'm rotting in my grave, I'm decomposing and returning to the earth, I will still be making siege tanks and Hellions and Thors. He really, really likes his mech. But here we go. Raider moving out once again, but he doesn't want to engage into that. Look how many tanks there are. This is not going to work out for him. He will get at least 1 tank, but it looks like he scans forward, sees that there's even more tank waiting for him. He's like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with that. Noisy Ninja continuing to move tanks forward, keeping them nicely spread out. Some are behind the bushes. Although I guess that doesn't make that much difference when there's medevacs in the air that can see over the bushes. And those Thors starting to get the upgrades. They'll be pretty good at picking off medevacs as they run away. Now this base nicely established. Already has another command center done. So you'll be able to move that down there. And wow, even more missile turrets. He just doesn't want to get dropped. Raider, on the other hand, just continuing to go bio, I guess. Yeah, look at how many... That's a lot of barracks. And both players, though, struggling a little bit to burn all that money. Raider doing a little bit better job, but he doesn't have as much income, so... And Noisy Ninja, oh my goodness, he could kill so many SCVs here! Raider trying to run them away, and he, wow, going for the surround with them. That's a little bit ballsy, but it's a lot of SCVs. Oh, but he's lining them up! And boom, go the SCVs. That was so many SCVs. How many have died? 35. I'm pretty sure at least 20 were in that group. Raider goes, you know what, I can't take that base, screw it. I'm scouting with the orbital. And then pulls back. Not sure what that was about. Suiciding SCVs into the tank line, and Noisy Ninja continuing to push forward. And look at that supply differential, 188 to 119. I think Noisy Ninja has this game on lockdown. Raider's going to need an absolute miracle to break this many tanks, and Noisy Ninja is doing a really nice job of just very patiently moving them forward. So it seems unlikely that he'll make a mistake like unsieging everything. Raider is trying to move in here for a drop, but there's a missile turret. So one of the medevacs will go down, and there are already tanks waiting for everything. It all dies. And Raider down by almost 100 supply, not quite. Noisy Ninja, I'm not sure why he's just moving up the ramp and attacking, but he has so many tanks that I guess he can do this. Raider trying to drop behind them, but there's so many tanks, and tanks actually deal decent damage on siege, and they shoot really fast. Noisy Ninja with a bit of micro shenanigans. A whole bunch of tanks just not attacking, kind of handing them to Raider on a silver platter, but there's still so much stuff here. And I assume Noisy Ninja might siege at some point, or maybe not. Wow. Tanks are pretty durable, man. And, oh, the Manor Mules! So many mules. telling Raider to get out of the game. Raider GG's and leaves. So, yeah, Noisy Ninja does tie things up for Samurai Faith. So the score is now 1-1. We'll have to see who DarkOnyx throws out next. Join me for Game 3.